in which the separation occurs mainly depending upon the charge of the ion. So the separation of the charged particles in the presence of external electric field is called as electrophoresis. So especially this electrophoresis used for the separation of charged particles. The separation mainly depending upon the charge of the ion and size of the particle. So these two parameters are essential for the separation of the charged particles. Like especially this electrophoresis mainly used for the separation of biomolecules like proteins, peptides, oligosaccharides, polysaccharides, nucleosides and nucleotides. So basically the electrophoresis mainly works on the Stokes law. What is meant by Stokes law means mu is equal Q by 6 pi r meter. So here the mu is equal migration of the ion or migration of the charged particle. Here the migration of the charged particles mainly depending upon the which one? Charge of the ion and radius of the particle size. Here the migration directly proportional to the charge of the ion and the migration inverse proportional to the radius. So based on this law, this electrophoresis will be works. So among this, the most of the electrophoresis techniques, the capillary electrophoresis technique is the most important one. In the capillary electrophoresis, we are using one capillary tube. Through the capillary tube, what happens? The separation of the charged ions will be takes place. So in this, we are using one capillary tube. The two ends of the capillary tubes will be dipped into the two different chambers. So in these chambers we are filled with the buffers. One is act as a anode and another one is act as a cathode. So at the anode we are placing the different charged ions with the different particle sizes. So when we apply the external electric field between these two electrodes in between anode and cathode. So whatever the positive ions present here, they will be traversed through this capillary tube and they will be reached towards the cathode. So the positive charges moving towards the cathode and the negative charges will be remain in this anode. So the size of the ion and the charge of the ion will be determined by using one photodetector. So when these ions will be traveling through this capillary tube, so the photodetector will be scans the charge of the ion and size of the ion. Electrophoresis, the instrumentation is first is contained on capillary tube. So and it contains electrodes. These electrodes are dipped into the buffer solutions and buffers and detectors. These are the four important parts which are required to perform the capillary electrophoresis. First one is capillary tube, second one is electrodes, and third one is buffer, and fourth one is the detector. So in the capillary tubes, the capillary tube characteristics are, it is made up of the polyamide surface will be there. So the polyamide surface is coated with the silica. Most of the capillary tube is filled with the silica and the middle part is containing a small pore size capillary will be there. So the inner diameter or the pore size of this capillary is 5 to 20 millimeters. Generally the length of capillary tubes we are using is 20 to 50 centimeters. And the electrodes commonly used is silver chloride electrode. To these electrodes we are applying the external electric field. The buffers commonly used tris buffer, acetic acid buffer, boric acid buffers and glycine etc. The detectors commonly used are UV detector and mass detector. So these detectors will be scanned each and every ion which is going through this tube. So they will be scanned the migration capacity and charge of the ion and size of the ion.